So, going into that fight, Ryan Garcia said belts don't matter, that he's not fighting for belts. And Bernard Hopkins, former Undisputed middleweight champion Bernard Hopkins, said belts don't matter, Undisputed doesn't matter. Coming from Bernard Hopkins, is that a bit hypocritical?
It's only hypocritical because he had to fight for them belts to make a name. In today's game, though, it's a different game. You don't have to have a belt for people to be talking about you. They even came up with belts for some of these guys. They made up names for belts and all this type of shit. You know what I mean? Same federations, but they just came out with different belts. Just to give these guys, you know what I mean? Just so they could feel like a champion. But the truth is, as long as you have followers and popularity, you know what I mean, and the people like you or hate you, you know what I mean, and they're going to tune in to watch you fight to win or lose, you know what I mean, that's all that really matters. The numbers matter.
The vibe I get is that belts don't matter when somebody that's very threatening has it. It seems like once guys like, there's no disrespect to these guys, but guys like Jeff Horn wins a belt, guys like George Kambosos, everybody comes out, everybody wants to fight. But then when it's a guy that stylistically going up against him, it doesn't favor you, then all belts don't matter.
But they saying that, the reason they're saying belts don't matter, because Ryan has a following. If Ryan didn't have a following, then belts would matter, because that would be the only way people would know him. But Ryan looks like a movie star. He don't need belts because he has a crazy following. And Bernard has realized that, so he's jumping on the Ryan train. He's jumping on the Ryan. Oh yeah, belts don't matter. And that's because they see how many people tune in when this kid fight. The ratings do jump when the kid fight. You know what I'm saying? The ratings definitely jump when he fights. So, I mean, you're going to say that, but Bernard wouldn't say that when it comes to Jaime Munguia, because nobody give a fuck about Jaime Munguia.
Normally, this happens once a fighter reaches superstardom after he's accomplished a lot of things in the sport. It seemed like Ryan understands marketing probably better than any fighter in boxing.
Yeah.
So he garnered the teeny bopper following.
Yeah.
I got a question though. You know, you constantly hear about his star power. The Zone has pay-per-view. Why hasn't he been put on pay-per-view yet?
Because he hasn't been in there with a guy that we would pay pay-per-view to see. And we already paying the Zone $20 a month. We paying y'all $20 a month for however many accounts. Y'all already hitting us in the head for pay-per-view. To be honest, that's pay-per-view. Because a lot of those fights people don't watch. I mean, it always depends on who's fighting. Sometimes I forget some of the fighters that's on the Zone are fighting or has fought in the last few months or whatever, because I don't check the account. I only checked it when I find out a DAZN fighter that's to me worth watching, then I go ahead and watch it. But DAZN is not like HBO or Showtime or something like that, or Fox or some shit. They're not like that. So it's just an app. So I forget the shit is even on my phone sometimes. But I do pay for it because I'm involved in the game. So I gotta pay attention to what's going on. But I forget sometimes. You know what I mean? But I don't know. That whole thing they running a sham anyway. And they know Ryan is really their last leg. For real, Canelo, because Canelo will be done soon.
In your eyes, what are the pay-per-view fights that you would pay for as a fan to see Ryan in?
Ryan and Tank, Ryan and Devin Haney, Ryan and Teofimo.
I like that one.
Ryan and what's my guy? That Devin Haney just beat Kambosos. I'll pay. That'll be a great fight. Believe it or not, Ryan and Lomachenko, any of them guys.
I got a fight that
big fights.
It's a Mexican kid that's under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Jose Valenzuela. They call him Rayo. Ryan versus Ryan, 135.
135.
He's known for, he's the guy that supposedly dropped or stopped Tio twice in sparring. Same week.
But is Ryan going to stay at 40 or come down to 35?
Ryan said he's not coming down to 40. He's not coming back down to 35.
Oh, wow.
Which begs another question, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the only thing that can stop this fight from happening is A-side, B-side negotiations.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's always going to be the issue. Always going to be the issue. It's not the fighters. I want people to stop blaming the fighters. It's not the fighters. It's the guys with the controllers in their hands. Those guys want the lion's share. And the reason they speak in fame, popularity, is because that can sway people to. I mean, that can sway the business part of it to their guy being the A side. You know what I mean? So they can keep most of the percentages. But it's going to be tough when you're dealing with tanking them because they got a strong engine over there. You know what I mean? Dealing with Mayweather and dealing with Heyman, it's going to be hard. Pull that from up under them. If they fought, that fight wouldn't even be on this zone. I don't think that fight would be on this zone.